Bernie Madoff has a lot of time to think about his mistakes, his victims, his family. He is really at the beginning of a 150-year sentence for running a massive Ponzi scheme that bilked investors out of billions of dollars. CNNMoney.com's Aaron Smith was able to get a jailhouse exclusive, speaking on the phone with Madoff, who is currently at Butner Federal Correctional Complex in North Carolina. And I want to read a quote, Aaron, from your interview. First of all, congrats on the exclusive.
Thank you.
You know, big accomplishment there. I want to read this quote. Madoff saying, "I live with the remorse, the pain I caused everybody, certainly my family and the victims." You talked to him 3 separate times, 3 different phone calls over a number of days. What sense did you get from him about his biggest regret?
His biggest regret is most definitely the death of his oldest son, Mark. Now, Mark actually committed suicide on December 11, 2010. That is the second anniversary of his father's arrest. And the first thing Madoff said to me was that he feels terrible about his son's death and he feels responsible for it. And he also said that it bothers him a great deal that he's disconnected from his family. He mentioned that he was married for 50 years to his wife, Ruth, and he doesn't seem to have any contact with his surviving son, Andrew.
So this is all about him, but what about all of the lives that he really harmed, the victims? I mean, I remember when this story broke, talking to one in Minnesota who had just lost tons and tons, and we're going to have a victim on next who, says they've been decimated by this. Did he talk about that?
He did. He mentioned that he feels bad about the victims, and as you know, he victimized thousands of people, is believed to have stolen $17.5 billion, though he did dispute that number when he spoke to me. He said that it's actually more like $9 billion. But he said that he feels bad about, the fact that he victimized all of these people. But at the same time he said that, he also sort of shifted the blame to 3 investors who he said should have helped him out more back in 1987 when there was the stock market crash that he basically blames for being the impetus for his Ponzi scheme. One of these people, by the way, Jeffrey Pickauer, he said that he feels responsible for his fatal heart attack in 2009.
You know, one of the very interesting things that only you got to hear is, how does he sound?
He sounded very calm and collected. He is quite obviously an intelligent man with a lot of knowledge in Wall Street, and he basically sounded very reassuring, and I could easily see how people would get taken in by him.
Wow.
Because he basically is very convincing, and to tell you the truth, he comes across as kind of a nice guy. And he also uses a lot of Wall Street jargon, and I could see how people would be convinced that this is the man. You give your money to him and he'll take care of you.
Well, he's certainly doing nothing Wall Street related or investment related in prison. I know he makes $40 a month. What does he do?
He has basically a menial job. He works, it sounds like a part-time job, a few hours a day. He said that he makes sure that the phones and computers are kept clean and that they're working. And when I asked him for more detail, he just basically dismissed it as a non-technical job, and he emphasized that it requires no skill whatsoever. It's a menial job, as he described it.
Well, I know, interesting tidbit here that he had to call you collect, apparently. Of course, CNN doesn't pay for interviews, but I guess you had to pay for that one to take that phone call.
I did. Well, when I mailed him a letter, which is basically what started this whole thing, I included my phone number, and I invited him to call me collect. The prison officials had told me that that's how you do it. He has to call me collect. And then I put $30 in his account, and he actually called me at least 5 times. He got through 3 times, and we had conversations, and eventually we were cut off because his account ran out of money.
All right. Well, Aaron Smith, again, congratulations on the exclusive. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Just fascinating. Thank you.
Thank you, Poppy.